Salute, you stupid fool. California Driven NYC. Thank you for setting the timer, Steve. Yeah, we out here. We outside. Huh? We outside, focus. Huh? We outside. No hiding. Jefferson Boulevard. Eh? Eh? Jefferson. Oh, Jefferson. Waiting for Weezy to show his ass up. Anyway, no hiding for your boy. I'm outside. It is what it is. Anyway, we're gonna have a productive live today. Hold on. Sorry about that. What was it? What was it? We outside. Yo, how y'all doing? Good morning, focus. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you're at in the world. Here's Snapzilla Gorilla, aka the definition. Whew, coming at y'all with another video. I really need to eat well before the goddamn coming up here. So, all this pressure on my gut right now. Like this shit wouldn't come up, but I'm alright. Anyway, we outside by myself. You sound like you're in the water. Oh, hold on. How about now? Good morning, Tanya D. How do I sound now? Okay, good. Woo! Get the pack on. 7 pounds. We outside. We don't hide. We outside. So, a lot to talk about. We're not really. Look, where is everybody? You mean at the stairs? They around. They here. They're all over the place. So, today, we're gonna get into censorship. You know, I'm looking at faces right now. Faces and eyebrows. You know, 'cause some individuals have very distinct eyebrows. So even if they wear a mask, a face flag, I can still see the eyebrows. Very distinct eyebrows with flashes and shit. So, you know, I always hold out hope that people are gonna come through like they say they are. And so I'm looking out. I'm looking out. I'm gullible in that way. So I'm always on my P's and Q's, head always on the swivel. Plus I got this camera you can see behind me. So, you know, a little bit of strategy don't hurt. So, you know, in case somebody try to sneak you, boy, I got the option. Anyway, we're gonna talk about censorship. We're gonna talk about what was the first thing I brought up? Shit. Oh, I got the title. Sound like I'm on the water again. If you guys can hear me, okay. Give me a 5x5. Give me a 5x5. Y'all can hear me. Please hit that like button. You come up in here. Hold on, guys. Try to fix it. How's that? Hold on. I think I'm connected to the speaker. How's that? Cool. How's the audio now? Good. All right, so we're gonna talk about that Florida doctor who died of Tecate 19. Well, he died of a bleed, right? So this doctor in Florida, he died 2 weeks after taking the Modelo 19 Craccine. So now he wasn't feeling too well, so he showed up to the hospital. They checked his blood, found out he had 0 platelets, right? Now platelets are important, you know what I'm saying? They do some important shit. I'm not a doctor, but platelets are important. So blood clotting. Yeah, right. It clots the blood for you. So this guy, he had 0 platelets in his blood. So that means if, let's say you're exercising, you know what I'm saying? You're tearing down muscle, right? When you do resistance exercises. And if you're tearing down muscles, you're kind of bleeding on the inside. But what happens is your blood coagulates and prevents you from bleeding out all over inside your body. It prevents internal bleeding. Well, this guy had 0 platelets, meaning if he suffered any trauma within his body that would normally go unnoticed, he would suffer badly from it. Well, this guy, he suffered to the point where he died. So, you know, but this is 2 weeks after getting administered the Tecate 19 Craccine. You know what I'm saying? He was otherwise healthy. He was a young man. Yeah, he was healthy. Derek Williams in the house. Let me shout out some folkers. Man, do not eat heavy meals 20 or 30 minutes before workout. Happens to me every time. I think I know better. But what happens is I wake up later than I wanted, and so I'm rushing to get out the door so I can get this done, get the farmer's market shit done and other shit. And so I say 2 hours before you work out if you're gonna eat. You don't really need to eat before you work out. I just do it so that, you know, I'm out about running my errands. I'm not hungry. So, confirmed. Resuscitation centers set up in the UK to assist in care immediately after injections there. Yeah, I think they're doing that here too, in the good old United States. So shout out to Derek Williams for, you know, digging into that story. Because I looked up a lot of the information myself, but, you know, I went to him for quite a bit of it. So great researcher you got there, Derek Williams. So when I get to the top here, I'm gonna shout out my focus in the chat. Hit that like button. Hell, hit the down button if you love the amazing Lucas. I don't care. Cause I'm going in on that motherfucker. I'm going in on that bitch. Derek Williams, you wasn't there in the chat when I was talking about how the amazing Lucas came for my children and my wife. So, you know, yeah, he came for my children and my wife. I ain't letting up on that bitch boy, until he shows up and spars with me, right? Because he's scared to get arrested for coming to where I am. Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. We can get the gloves on. We can get the gloves on. Hell, I'll tell you what. If you want to train, because I know you don't, right? You don't train unless you go to the gym. You know. So, if you want to train, I'll give you some months. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can reach out to Queen's Flip and his people. He can set it up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We can make it a thing. YouTubers beefing can squab it out in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Not that we're really beefing. It's not a real beef. But, you know, you come for somebody's child, I don't care. I'm gonna beat this dead horse. You come for somebody's child. Now, did I take offense? No. What it is the fact that you would go after children. And it was my children. So, you know. And the fact that you live in LA, I have to take it quite seriously. You know what I'm saying? I have to take it quite seriously. So, any chance I get, I'm gonna get on that little bitch. Fucking with your eyebrows. Probably get your nails done too. Not that anything's wrong with that, but the combination of the two. If you get your eyebrows done and your nails done, and pedicures, and you know, you already got feminine ways on your videos, and you try to act hard to cover that shit up, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so what do y'all think, man? Does this death of this Florida doctor, does it encourage you to go out and get the craccine? That's what I want to know. All right, now I'm gonna shout y'all out. All right, so this guy said something about K-Bear. It was nice. And your children over difference of opinion. Yes, sir, Derek. I'm gonna recap, but I'm gonna shout you guys out first. We got California Dreaming, Derek C. Williams in the house, Old Head Deuce, Anarchy Television, D. Davis, Tanya D, Christopher Fox. I think that's what we got in the chat right now. And thank you for anybody who watching. Just watching, you know what I mean? It's all right. You don't have to say nothing. You don't even have to give me an upvote. Give me a downvote. I'm okay with that. But anyway, so just to recap real quick, Derek. The amazing Lucas was covering the storming of the Capitol, right? Let's get something straight about that. Even though they say, you know, the public is supposed to have access to Congress, the halls of Congress and all that shit, not the Capitol building and not the White House. I don't give a shit. What? I don't give a shit about that. If we pay for it, it's ours. So I don't care what a piece of paper says. If it comes out of our pocket, if they extort our paychecks every week or however often you get paid, and they use it to spend money on shit, we need access to that. So anyway, let's get beyond that. So all I said was, that's basically what I said. I said, you can't storm a building you don't own. You know, you can't storm a building you don't own. Then I said, we pay their salary.
We pay for that goddamn building. We didn't pay to have it built, but we pay for the upkeep. And we pay their salary. So, you know what I'm saying? Whoever thinks otherwise is essentially, that's the slave mentality. And so he went off on me because he thought I was talking about him personally, right? I said, and then I had to let him know, I was like, dude, I wasn't talking about you personally. I was talking about people who thinks it's wrong, right? And then I said, but you should keep that same energy. You should keep the energy you would keep in somebody's face. And that really sent him off the deep end. You know what I'm saying? That logic just that just tore a hole in his soul so much that he would go after somebody's. He just basically went off, started going off on my, talking about, I see you doing your lies in your van, and I know where you be at, and you know, I'll come slap your children, and I'll make you disappear, and you know, I'll smack Kate, your wife, and all this other shit. You know, like a little bitch, because he couldn't address the actual argument that I was saying. He couldn't address that, but he had to feel like he had to be tough. So that's what he did. Really what he did was bitch out. And then after all that, he has me removed. He has me removed from his chat. So now I can't respond. You know what I'm saying? I can't even send a super chat for him to respond, for me to respond. So that's pretty much what happened. So now every chance I get, I'm gonna whip him. You know what I'm saying? So fuck that dude. Fuck his life. Fuck his mama. All that. You open that door, I'ma slam it on your mama's head, bitch. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Until he comes and addresses me face to face and answers for his words, I'm gonna stay on his head. And then, you know, at some point I'll get over it. And I know I will. And I actually was gonna get over it. I was gonna come in here and tell you guys that I'm over it. It's all good. But I'm gonna still look out for his punk ass. But I wasn't gonna speak on him no more. But then I saw something. Hold on. Damn it, man. Piece of shit. So that's what happened. The Capitol riot was a planned distraction. I know it was. It was ridiculous. That was some stage bullshit. Yes, these motherfuckers obviously never served in anybody's military or don't know anything about the military. When you storm something, you don't walk in there. First of all, you can't storm a building when the police step aside to let you in. If the security for that building goes like this, hey, here you go right on in. That's not you can't storm something that they let you into. Number one. So this is the thing. When the security allowed them in that building, right? It's their responsibility what happens after that. So if you're security and you're tasked with securing a building, right? And you're not supposed to let certain individuals in the building, and you step aside and allow them into the building, you're culpable for what happens after that. That's on you. But you know, some people, including the Lucas, you know, they think that was, you know, wrong all of a sudden, because the day that I mentioned that, he agreed with me, right? He agreed with me. Then the next day he says it's wrong because he's a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting tired of hypocrites. Salute to K-Bear. Link Hellfield says, shout out to Link Hellfield says, Capitol riot was a planned distraction while they keep passing laws while we were asleep. Yep. Look at the no high law that passed. A lot of people don't know about. Do we still think we have rights? You don't. We Yeah, we have rights, but they just don't. They don't care. They don't. They infringe on them. We have rights, we just can't exercise them because they go out of their way to make sure we can't exercise them. But what Noahide law you're referring to, Lee Hellerfield? Please let me know. Which Noahide law did they pass? I'm familiar. I'm somewhat familiar with Noahide laws, not too familiar. I know some Jewish stuff. Wait a minute. I just committed anti-Semitism. My bad. No love for those who attack women and children. Yeah. You know what's funny? Derek Williams, he's always talking about how people who attack children, you know, he has no sympathy for them. He said it should be lights out for anyone who attacks children and old people. Well, he called for it. He should just take it upon himself to handle his own lightweight. Because, of course, he's not, because, once again, he's a hypocrite. Old head dude says, sugar-coated tantrum. They didn't even bust open a file cabinet. Yeah, Proud Boys fired from the revolution. No shit. That wasn't no revolution. So look, 5 people died allegedly, including a cop who, apparently they bashed his head in with a fire extinguisher. Oh man. They bashed his head open with a fire extinguisher. So they say. And of course you got Ashley, what's her name? I've got her name, Ashley something. I'm gonna talk about that too. Because there are quite a few people on the right who feel like, some people feel like she died a hero. Some people feel like she was wrongfully killed by the police, which I find very interesting, because what I'm going to do at some point is compare to what she did to what Ahmaud Arbery did, right? Because, if y'all don't remember Ahmaud Arbery, he was killed by some neighborhood people. Batman and Robin McMichaels, right? Batman and Robin McMichaels killed Ahmaud Arbery because they saw him walking around in an abandoned house. And so they chased him down in their vehicles, brandished and possibly even raised the muzzle of a shotgun at him. And so he fought and they killed him. So I'm gonna try to weed out the differences between Ahmaud Arbery and Ashley, whatever her fucking name is. I forgot her name, last name. Let me see. Ooh. If these says, if these so-called groups really wanted to damage, they would have. So staged, it looked like kindergarten play, yeah. And apparently, they smear boo-boo on the walls, so they say, right? Now, that was stupid, right? Just the act alone of smearing boo-boo on the walls. But let me tell you how smart the Lucas thinks he is. Now, he's saying, first of all, no one wore a mask, and I think only one person wore headgear. No one was hiding their identity. So, whoever smeared the boo-boo on the wall, well, they're probably going to be identified because there's cameras, right? But that aside, the Lucas thinks it's sufficient to just take a sample from the boo-boo on the wall to find out whose boo-boo that is. He claims he's so smart and, intellectually superior to his audience and everybody else that he talks to. But he forgot one key component. You can collect all the DNA on the wall you want, right? At a crime scene. You can collect all the DNA you want. If you don't have a suspect, you don't have a suspect's DNA on file to match it against, it's not going to matter. I just thought I'd point that out. You need two samples, right? You need the sample from the crime scene, and you need the sample from the suspect. You can't just have one, right? Just like fingerprints. You can find all the fingerprints you want. If you don't have anything in a database to match those fingerprints against, you have to then find a suspect and get their fingerprints. Anyway, it is what it is. Black Spring with Autumn was good. The Lucas is an idiot. Anyway, so we got some things to talk about, but I wonder, has anyone told, so does anybody know people who wanted to get that Craccine? And if they do, have you told them about this Florida doctor? Right? Have you told them about this Florida doctor who died 2 weeks after getting the Craccine? Have you guys mentioned that? Because I spread the word as soon as I found out. As soon as I found out a few days ago, I spread the word. I shared the article, and I was like, y'all go ahead and trust this Craccine. You know what I'm saying? So, but people get mad when you fact check and bring actual facts and evidence, and cite sources. They don't like it because they then have to go read it and interpret it for themselves. They don't want to do the extra legwork. They want mainstream media. They want mainstream media to tell them, give them all the information. Mainstream media and the government. Getting that work in. Y'all want to see it? Okay. Okay. So right now they're doing body shots. They're sticking to the body. Very good training technique. All right. Kidney shot. All right. They doing body shot work. Sticking to the body. So obviously, I need to go chop it up with them brothers so I can get in with them. You couldn't see nothing? What about now? Is it still buffering? Did y'all see that? What I showed you guys? It's basically some guys sparring, basically.
30 seconds. 48.
Black Spring with Autumn. Good now? Well, basically, I was just showing you guys, there's some guys up there. They're training, boxing training. They're doing body work. They're basically, see that? In the back top, right behind me. They're sparring, they're just doing body work. See that? So, people be up here getting it in. See, I try to get my my homies up here to get that work in, but they too fucking lazy. All my friends are fucking lazy. Matter of fact, their wives are more ready to work out with me than they are, and I have several times. I got some lazy ass friends. Anyway, so when you share information like the information I shared to my people about the doctor who died in Florida, crickets, because there are so many people touting the Craccine, right? Oh, I'm taking the Craccine. And my mama sitting up here telling everybody to get the shot. Get the shot. Yeah, you might get sick. Get the shot. Well, what's the point of getting the shot if you're gonna get sick? Anyway, right? And now you got motherfuckers dying. You got people paralyzed. You know, some people had Bell's palsy, face paralyzed, and then some people were paralyzed throughout their entire body. Why would I risk that to possibly be inoculated for this disease? And then they're saying that the Craccine might not even prevent you from getting Modelo 19. That's what they're saying. The CDC says that. So why in the fuck are we taking the Craccine if you can still get Modelo 19 after you take it, right? Head on the swivel, you know what I mean? And so they tell you, and what else do they tell you? They tell you a lot of shit that don't make no sense. But people are still stupid. They still, you know, afraid, they're scared, and their judgment's off, right? Their logic goes out the window. It's all emotion. So then they tell you, now this is the funny thing. So Trump sent out so many shots, right, of the Pfizer Craccine. He distributed about half the shots, right? Because they say you need to take both. You need to take both to be fully protected. Even if you take both, you might not, you might still get it. I don't know how they get fully protected from that, but anyway. So Trump says, okay, we're gonna send out the first half so that the first people getting them can get the first shot. And then we'll send out the second half so those same people can get the second shot.
Okay.
How you doing?
Honey, I see you too much now.
I heard that. I'm glad my wife don't watch this shit. Anyway, so then what is Biden going to say he's going to do? He said that he's going to send out all the rest of the shots so that everybody can at least get one. Tell me where that makes sense. You remember that nurse right here in was he in California? That nurse, you're here in California, I believe, or Oregon, one of these states. This nurse said, cause see, Lucas is the type of motherfucker that'll sneak up behind you and hit you, right? He's a sneaky motherfucker. So he's not gonna say, hey, turn around, let's fight. He's gonna try to sneak me. Anyway, what does Biden do? He's gonna send out all the shots so everybody can get at least one shot. Now, this is a man who also said that he's going to stick to the science, right? What he's going to stick to the science. He's going to go with the science. Well, the science behind these Pfizer Tecate Craccines tells you that you need 2 shots. 2 shots to be protected. But you're going to go ahead and send out every shot so at least people can get one. Now, does it sound like he's following the science, or does it sound like he's trying to one-up Trump? To me, it sounds like he's trying to one-up Trump. And you know what's funny? When you bring shit up like this, they think that, like when I try to defend free speech for everybody, they think I'm defending Trump. All they hear is, "Oh, you're defending Trump." That's all they hear. No, motherfucker. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. He's a billionaire. He can do whatever he wants. He can go buy his own island and do whatever the hell he wants. Start his own country. No, it's not about that. It's like he said. If they can censor him, they'll censor you. Point blank in the period. Injustice done to one man anywhere is an injustice done to every man everywhere. Period. If people get so caught up in their hatred and the orange man bad shit. Let me see. Let them see. No, Canelo body shots are not nice. You know who else's body shots are nice? Shit. Ryan Garcia. That motherfucker body shot. Let me tell you something. The way he laid out, what's his name? I don't know if y'all saw that fight, but that was one of the sweetest liver shots I've ever seen in my life. And the way he set it up is, that's how you set up a great body shot. And the way he whipped that hook into into that liver, that was a case study right there. That's how you land a liver shot. You get somebody good with a liver shot, if they don't go down right away, it doesn't matter where else on their body you hit them. Their whole body is so sensitive to any shot. They'll go down on the subsequent shot. Liver shots are one of the best ways to knock people out. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, hey, dude says he's in the Riverside. He's lazy. Derek C. Williams says, them first. No jab for me. Hell no. California Dreamer says, pisses me way the fuck off. I'll be ostracized. And it's starting at my UNI, what does that mean? Vaccine confirmed, Derek C. Williams says, Craccine does not work. Admitted by WHO chief scientist. Okay. Do you have a link for that? I would love to look into that and share it out and present that to the people. Because people need to see this information. They got to stop hiding from facts and logic. Right? Gotta stop hiding from facts and logic. You can't escape it. Fuck, how many did I do? Oh, I hate that. Let me see. What did I, is this number 3? Yeah, I think this is number 3. Fuck, man. I'm trying to get 6 done today. So, I think this is 3. Oh, thank you. So, talked about it on live on YouTube yesterday. Yes, you did. California Dreaming NYC says doctor came by trying to explain why I should. What did he explain? So California Dreaming, let the people know what the doctor told you. Because it's always good to get all this information. You want to get as much information from everywhere as possible. Let's see. Black Spring Autumn just shared my book. Thank you for that. I appreciate you always looking out for me. And my book and all that. Good looking out, sister. Anarchy Television says, I'll give the 1 mint for me away to anyone who wants it. Word, right? You know, and it might be a good idea to find a doctor that is pro-patient in terms of that. So if you need to keep your job and they say you have to take the craccine, well, find a doctor that's pro-patient. That's all I'm gonna say about that. This is not medical advice. I'm telling you to go get some good medical advice. You stupid fool says, keep it going. Brother Snap, thank you, man. Derek C. Williams says in Wisconsin, a healthcare worker purposely ruined 5,000. Was it 5,000? I thought it was 50. 5,000? Wow. Yeah, I agree. He's a folk hero. I talked about that in a live a few days ago. Well, I talked about a pharmacist. I think he 57 vials. Yeah, this one pharmacist destroyed 57 vials, totaling 570 doses. I don't know if that's the same person you're talking about, but if someone destroyed 5,000, they deserve the award. Okay. Slip 400 in the building. He says, what's poppin', black man? Much respect from Texas. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. How's it in Texas? How's the weather out there right now? I know in the state I want to move to, or that I'm going to move to, it's about 50 degrees right now. They have mild winters, so that was very important for me. I need to be able to grow year round. You know, of course you can have a greenhouse, but who wants to deal with snow shoveling and shit? Not me. Okay. Yes, Errol Spencer is a great body puncher. You have to have it. Body punching, not only can it give you a good liver shot, you can get a good spleen shot, a good kidney shot, shit that'll have a motherfucker pissing out blood the next day. Trust me, I've pissed out blood. I've had motherfuckers piss out blood just in sparring matches. You know what I'm saying? But what it also does, it wears your opponent down. It wears into their stamina, right? It tires them out. So if you get some good body shots in, they'll get tired faster. They'll start bringing their hands down, and you can start targeting that head. Hell, you can do a combo where you go head, head, body, head, body, body, head, head, body, head, 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 body, body, head, body, 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 head. You know what I'm saying? So, and that comes from punches and bunches. And remember, I want y'all to remember this. Not every punch has to be a power punch. Not every punch has to be a power punch. You can set up your power punches with fast punches that really may not do a lot of damage, but it's distracting and it causes them to drop their guard in certain places. Because what you want to do, you want to find the triangles, right? It's all about finding the triangles. It's all about trigonometry of it, right? You find the triangles. The triangles are the spots between the guard that you can get to. Even if their guard is good, right? There will always be a triangle. You want to find those. Find those triangles. Now, some triangles are going to be more open than other triangles. And that's what the combinations do. When you throw a combination, every punch does not have to land. That's why I said, if you're throwing all power shots, or mostly power shots, and most of them aren't landing, you're gonna tire yourself out that much faster. But at the same time, if you're trying to land power shots and you're hitting the guy in the arm, you'll wear their arm out. So it just depends on what your trade-off is. So if a guy has a good guard and I can't get past it necessarily easily, I can throw the pity patter shots, right? The pitter patter, right? The real fast, let your hand go combos at his arms, and then finish with two powerful shots to his arms deliberately, right? Two power shots to his arms to wear his arms out. So eventually, you keep throwing combos like that, they're gonna drop their guard. And then those last two shots that you were hitting their arms with before, boom. Now their chin is exposed and you knock a motherfucker out. Just some pointers. And I think I explained in a video before where those triangles are, right? So one triangle's here. So if their guard's up here, that's the triangle. If they're covering, both hands in front of their face, boom. You have a triangle down here. You have a triangle here. Just gotta find those triangles. And some guys are good at moving their guard to close those triangles as you're throwing your shots. So that's another thing to get good at. Shifting your guard, right? Sorry, I went off on a tangent, but you know, I love this shit. I love boxing. I love striking in general. Shit is great. I love striking. I love striking sports. And for me, boxing and Muay Thai are the perfect fighting systems for, you know, inside and outside the ring, right? Muay Thai is very straightforward. It's probably one of the most straightforward martial arts outside of boxing, right? The boxing is really not a martial art, you know what I'm saying? Martial arts are complete. So with Muay Thai, or as complete as can be, with Muay Thai, you have the punches, you have kicks, you have elbows, you have knees, you know what I'm saying? You have throws, and you have clinches and things like that. So you have you have sweeps and all that stuff. So, but it's straightforward. It's straightforward. It's not fancy. The kicks aren't fancy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Taekwondo where, you know, you're doing all these little flutter kicks and all this shit. It's not like that. Muay Thai kicks are designed to crush every time you kick somebody with it, even with a fast kick. Even the fast kicks hurt like a motherfucker, just because the mechanics behind the kick. Anyway, what y'all talking about? Pro patient, doctor saved my life. That's what's up, oh head deuce. People always debate and disagree. Yeah, it's okay to debate and disagree. What's not okay is the personal attacks in any form. So, and it's not because, oh, you're gonna hurt somebody's feelings. when you attack someone personally, yo, fuck, damn it. Am I back, you guys? My wife called me, and of course, every time my wife calls me when I'm on the live, and I get off the live, it starts tripping. So I had to shut down the app, and that knocks down half of my freaking viewers. Knocks half my viewers off. And whatever, man. Whatever. Good old technology, right? Good old technology. So, well, let me see what y'all saying, man.
Come on, you got it, man. Let's go.
My biggest factor on moving. Hold on.
That's where I'm at.
Many doctors calling BS in office. Yeah, I've encountered that. Every time I come in contact with a healthcare worker, I ask them what they think, and they tell me it's overblown. That's just real shit. They tell me the media is blowing shit out of proportion. Why do you think these people are doing TikTok dances? The hospital is so overwhelmed that you got a TikTok dance? I don't understand. Like, get the fuck out. I don't care if it's a 30-second TikTok. It's a whole production. It's a whole production. Have y'all seen these TikToks? Okay. 1-0 too many. NYC is sheepskin. A bunch of yo-yos are out there. That's right, you stupid fool. Only other state I liked is North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina is nice, from what I understand. My biggest factor on moving is the law and how the state conduct themselves. That's my same criteria, and that's why I chose the state I chose. I was gonna choose North Carolina, but the problem with North Carolina is the pigs, right? There's more wild pigs than humans, and that's not really a problem. I mean, that's good eating, right? So, I mean, if you have to hunt, if you're forced to hunt for food, plenty of that. The problem is the feces in the runoff water, right? That gets in the water. So I don't know what they're doing. And see, this is why you need an AR, so you can mow down a bunch of feral hogs, so they can stop shitting in the streams. Let's see. Oh my God, I hate when they move my chat. I'm trying to be in one spot, and these motherfuckers keep moving my chat. Yusuf who says true. So I love body shots are great. And when you hit them with a good body shot, and you hear that pop, like gunshot, oh my God, you know you got them. Let's see. I've been practicing. Anarchy Television says, I've been practicing and studying Wing Chun for over 10 years. That's what's up. I was interested in Wing Chun, but when I was always into boxing. But when I decided to expand my repertoire, I looked into Wing Chun, man. I wasn't sure about it. But, what happened was I decided to take up Krav Maga. Krav Maga was okay, but I felt like they were teaching me movie choreography with Krav Maga. And so, I was taking that for a while, and they use a lot of elements from Muay Thai in Krav Maga. So I was like, you know what? Let me check out Muay Thai. And I fell in love with Muay Thai. Because it's just like me. It's straightforward. It's to the point. It's powerful. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't waste shots. You prefer Kempo? Karate? Yeah. Karate is cool too. Spicy Kai in the building. I ain't seen you up here in a minute. I know I'm late, but his ass the one who up too early. Yep, I'm up here. Word. Because Spicy Kai's in Cali too. Thank you again to Black Spring Auto for sharing out my book. Heard the whole town in North Carolina is sick from the fecal matter runoff down there. Yeah, man, I can't get with that. I was like, man, I got family in North Carolina. I got family in North Carolina and South Carolina and Georgia. I got family all over there. Peace, King, salute. Thank you, Indigenous and Anawaya. I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name probably. DOA, where to get staff nunchuck? I don't know. I don't practice the staff or nunchucks. I suck with those. Wing Chun is really good for close quarter combat. Yeah. Yep. That from what I understand, that's true. But so is Muay Thai because you got the knees, you got the elbows, you got the clinching. The clinching is real good. You know, if they don't have a knife. The elbow, even like I'm looking into Lithway. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. It's not legal necessarily to compete in it in the United States. Lithway is basically Muay Thai, but with headbutts. So you incorporate headbutts in the Lithway. So you get a good clinch on somebody, boom, you throw some headbutts, and that's Lithway in a nutshell. Lithway is Muay Thai with headbutts. So, and they don't use gloves. So it's in the competition, right? If you compete in Lithway, headbutts are legal, and you don't use gloves. It's bare hand. It's bare knuckle. So, which Muay Thai might as well be bare knuckle too, because you can elbow Muay Thai. This thing harder than your knuckles. That elbow, ooh wee. If you've ever been, I don't know if you've ever been hit with a bare elbow, but it smarts. So, smarts, if they're accurate with that elbow and they have the anatomy down, that elbow is sharp. Jay with open eyes in the building. LOA, LOL. I showed my family gematria and was critical of the vaccine. Craccine, now they think I'm crazy. Well, of course. They're bought in. Sometimes family's gonna drag you down and you gotta leave them behind. Oh, hey, dude says, Anarchy, you ever seen the Raid 2? You know, I think I saw the Raid 1. It was very interesting, very fantastical. So I'm on lap number 4. I'm doing pretty good, feeling pretty good. My food finally went down. Oh yeah, elbows using Wing Chun. Everything's using Wing Chun. From what I understand of Wing Chun, everything is straight down the center line, right? So all the attacks are straight down the center line. It's about closing in on the target right down the middle. You know, you block this way, because what happens in boxing and Muay Thai, well, basically, essentially in boxing, is when you block, or let's say you parry, not even block. Let's say you parry in boxing. You want to parry away, the hand away, right? So what you're doing is let's say somebody threw a jab at me, right? I would parry this way, away from their right hand, and then I could probably get them with a good body shot or a good hook. Or if I can catch their jab, swat it down, boom, I can go over the top with a hook or with an overhand right. So, but in Wing Chun, you're basically going straight down the center line. So instead of parrying this way, you parry outside, and then you attack from the inside. You attack these parts here. Krav Maga uses those elements as well sometimes. Krav Maga is a mishmash of all kind of different shit. But I feel like he was giving us a watered down version. And when I researched it, I found out that's exactly what, and he was Israeli. That's exactly what Israeli commandos do. They'll come to the States to teach Krav Maga, but they'll give you a watered down version and have you wasting your time while they have all the real knowledge locked away. So now you're, instead of focusing on a martial art where you can really expand and get and learn, you're spending time learning Krav Maga in a watered down version. And you just, I don't know. And dude, it is a money grab. So he had a belt system for his Krav Maga, and he wanted me to like, he wanted me to take the test for my white belt. I think it was white belt or yellow belt, whatever, after 2 months of training. But what happens is you get the syllabus, you practice from the syllabus, right? And you have to perform the functions or perform the moves of those syllabus. But as soon as you pass, you go from paying $99 a month to about $400. So he was trying to get people in that yellow belt quick. It just felt like a money grab to me, so I didn't fuck with it no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've gotten the elbow and the knee to the face.
Good money, OG.
Oh, thank you. Book of 5 rings, summed up close combat. Yeah, I gotta check that out. Anarchy, the Raid 2 goes there. Wait a minute, ready, okay. We had an open season month, so on boards in Missouri. It was pretty fun. Yeah, man, you know what? Me and a few guys, we're gonna go to Nevada, to the desert. We're gonna take out some jackrabbits, right? So what you do is, you take out some jackrabbits, right? And you want ARs for this, because them things are skittery. So you knock down some jackrabbits, you leave them out, and you got to be in the truck, right? You're in the back of the truck bed, and then at night, guess who comes out? The cougars, the mountain lions come out to get those jackrabbits, and you take out the mountain lions. There's so many damn mountain lions out there, and jackrabbits, they don't give a hot damn. So that's something fun you can do. Go to Nevada, go to the desert, knock down some jackrabbits, boom. Later on that night, if you got the balls, knock down some cougars. Oh, thank you, Spicy Kai. I appreciate that. Spicy Kai just got the digital version of my book. You guys, is available on Kindle and paperback. So, you know, you can save a lot of money getting it on Kindle. A lot of money. I think it's like, what, $4? $4 on Kindle. I don't even really care. It's possible to read that book, especially now, in these times. Damn it, fucking nipple. All right. Oh, good looking out. Good old head deuce. I appreciate that, you guys. All right. Spicy Kai just posted the Kindle version. I appreciate that. Spicy Kai, much love to you. Ever heard of Sabaka? I have. I think I have. I heard of, you heard of Silat, S-I-L-A-T? The Indonesian fighting style. It's kind of like Muay Thai, but They also do a lot of kung fu type shit, a lot of Wing Chun type shit. So I mean, it's good to learn as much as you can. I don't have the, I'm not the, for my style, Wing Chun is kind of like not for me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I can learn, I know some elements of it. Anyway. So, yeah, I was trying to zero my scope yesterday for my crossbow. Oh, that's what's up. I need to give me a crossbow. Since I can't have what I really want here in California. I think I'm gonna go ahead. I really want a bow too. I want to learn archery. You know, where I'm going, where I'm moving to, archery is a big thing. But I really want to learn archery. I want to learn as much as I can. As many combat systems as I can. Why not? For why? Because I'm grown. You know, when they ask you why you need an AR-15, why you need this, why you need that, say because I'm a grown ass man. I'm an adult. And I can do what I want. I can own what I want. I'm not bothering you with it. Speaking of being grown, let's talk about censorship, shall we? Let's talk about censorship. Who are calling for censorship because they're idiots and have hatred in their hearts. Not idiots. I'm not going to use that word. I'm going to use that word because I don't like D. Lucas. And I really do think he's an idiot. He likes to associate with people who feel are intellectually inferior, even though he claims he wants to weed out the dummies. He said he wants to weed out the idiots, but whatever, man. So let's talk about censorship and those who are calling for it and their hypocrisy, right? The sheer hypocrisy of these people. So, and when I start to say what I say, people are of course going to call me a trumpet. They're going to say, I'm, what are you, a trumpet? What are you, conservative? No, motherfucker, no. Why are you defending Trump? Then this is what, I was talking to somebody the other day about them saying, them censoring Trump and trying to say that he incited the Capitol building storm, right? And I was explaining that he did not tell those people to do that. He said, yeah, he said stop the steal. He's been saying it's a stolen election. He's been saying that for fucking months. He's been saying that since November 4th. So, I mean, you know, we're dealing with grown people. We're dealing with adults here. I don't care if Jesus Christ came down and said stop the steal. Stop the steal. They stole the election. We need to fight for our country. I don't care if Jesus Christ came down and said that. You still grown. You still do whatever the hell you want. And this is the excuse that some people give for censorship, right? He's the president. The president has so much gravitas. And like, I don't give a fuck if he's the Dalai Lama. He's the president. So, and this is the problem, right? People put so much faith and give so much of themselves to these political figures. And that's what you call cult of personality disorder, right? When you say shit like, well, Trump's the president. He shouldn't be saying certain things. He has a certain amount of influence and this, that, and the third. And that's why blah, blah, blah. And this was Lucas's stupid ass excuse for censorship. Well, if you're the president and you say certain things, you have to blah, blah, blah. Shut your fucking mouth. No, that's not how it works. I don't give a hot damn who tells me something. I'm grown. I am responsible for my own actions. I don't care if a motherfucker told me straight up, hey, go kill that person. It's my decision. If I go kill that person because he said so, I am responsible. You understand? Now, what's going on?
Who you talking to? You know, live?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got a motivational thing going?
Yeah, something like that. It's kind of political, motivational, you know. So now this difference, right? If I plot a conspiracy to kill someone with someone else, and we're seriously plotting it out, and we're making plans, and I'm participating in terms of, okay, I'm gonna do this, you're gonna do that, we're gonna set this up together, we're gonna go blah blah blah. But that's different than saying, you know what, man, that chick over there, man, she broke my heart, man. I could just kill her, and then your friend go kill her. Like, no, your friend is a grown-ass man. You didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish somebody go kill that broad. He speaking out of anger, you know what I'm saying? To someone who's his friend. That doesn't mean go kill the bitch, does it? No. And that's not even what Trump did. Trump didn't even allude to anybody going into the Capitol building. Okay? He didn't even allude to that. He said, come out on the 6th, it'll be wild, right? He didn't say go wild. He didn't say what wild meant. Like these people, and to think, people like the Lucas, right? Calls themselves, they think they're intelligent. They think you're an idiot if you don't agree with them, but they can't think past their own stupid ass eyebrows, right? You know, all they see is their eyebrows. They're looking in the screen. They're mesmerized by their own eyebrows. Well, oh my God, the threading today. She did a great job. You know what I'm saying? Fucking idiot. So then, I'm like, everybody, people in this audience are like, yeah, ooh. And then of course you have people who don't really know how to articulate themselves and explain, right? And he's not gonna give you the opportunity to. Even if you call in, and this is the funny thing, you call into a show on disagreement day, right? It's disagreement day. But he then gives you limitations on things you can bring up on disagreement day. You know why? Because he's a tyrant. He's a tyrant at heart. He's a fucking idiot. He's a tyrant. I don't know why I keep calling him an idiot. Because he is. He's a tyrant. He's a hypocrite. And he's not a Christian. He calls himself a Christian. He's very unchristianly. And, you know, he has people calling on the show on disagreement day. They disagree with him, but they can't say certain words. If they say certain words, he'll hang up on them and cuss them out. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear anything about, I don't want to hear anything about this. I don't want to hear anything about that. It's disagreement day, you fuck nut. What's the point? What's the point? And then these people call in, and they're so intimidated by him. They're mousy. They can't really. So of course it makes him look like he's smarter than people, because these people call in with no real balls. And if you call in with some balls, he'll hang up on you and get mad like a little bitch and have people eat you, delete you. So, you know, this is the thing. If I do a call-in show and I say call in to disagree, I'm not going to tell you what you can't talk about. I'm not even going to tell you what you can't talk about if it's not disagreement day and I'm having to call in. So anyway, because he's the president, he's supposed to do what? What is the president supposed to do? The president is supposed to be a representation of Americans, right? That's what he's supposed to be. But every other American can say what they want on social media. But because he's a president, he's not supposed to. He's supposed to carry himself a certain way. Well, he's supposed to represent his base. His base is boorish. His base talks shit, whatever. The president's supposed to represent the people, not put on some fake ass bullshit, not to be fake. See, what Lucas wants is a fake president that's gonna massage his balls and make him feel good while he's sucking his dick from the back. That's what Lucas wants. He wants to be able to suck a president's dick from the back. Okay? That's what he wants. So then, and that's what a lot of people want. A lot of people want people to make them feel good. They don't care about factual logic. They want what makes them feel good. So when you say people like the president, Mike Pompeo, all these other politicians, they're not supposed to talk in a certain way, well, you're saying that everybody else is not supposed to talk a certain way because they're supposed to represent us. They're the face of this country. And if we can be afforded free speech, so should they. I don't care what job they have. You understand? Now, I'm talking about in the public sector for government. If you work for a private company and no, if you own and operate a private company, boom, you can set certain rules and guidelines because it's your private company. You can have a dress code. You can have this, you can have that. Excuse me. You can have a dress code. Sexual harassment rules. All that stuff. But that's in the private sector. Now, can anybody tell me, is there a rule? Are there rules of Congress that says that Congress people have to wear suits and ties and shit? I'm really, this is a serious question. Is there any house rules that say that you're not supposed to wear suits and shit? Because there are house rules that they're trying to push now where you can't say certain pronouns. Just a waste of energy. You know, why are we legislating? Why are we wasting energy trying to push how we shouldn't be able to say certain pronouns? It's so stupid. And that's what this leads to. That's that slippery slope. That's a slippery slope. And, you know, when they ban you from Facebook and YouTube and all that for saying certain shit, that's their right. And I'm not really mad at that, right? What I'm mad at is how they are selective with their censorship, which is what Lucas didn't mention yesterday in his live. Yeah, I watched his live. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to see what idiots are talking about and spew into their audience. There, I called him an idiot again. Doesn't that make me smarter? Does calling someone an idiot make you smarter? No, it doesn't. But anyway, in his live, he never mentioned how Twitter, Facebook, YouTube are very selective with the censorship. Now, I recall how there was an issue on a certain platform. I think it was some platform where Google, you know, the App Store for Apple and Android and all that, we're going to get rid of it because there was some nudity. Okay? There was some nudity. Yet, you can post whole pornographic clips on Twitter. And what about OnlyFans? You see what I'm saying? They're very selective about their censorship. There's no equity with their censorship. And that's the biggest problem. It's not that they ban people for going against the guidelines. It's who they decide to ban and not to. When if person A is violating the guidelines and person B is violating the same guidelines, and you just ban person A and keep person B up, that's where the bullshit comes in. And that's why they should not be protected, right? By 203. Now let me explain. Because another thing this idiot said is if you get rid of 203, they can get sued for you saying certain shit. No, that's not how you treat 203. You treat 203 is like this. If you want to be protected under 203, then you cannot ban someone for saying certain things, right? Now, if they're outright threatening people, of course you have to have something going on, right? They should be able to have some guidelines, right? They should be able to have some guidelines to where, because they're a private company, if they don't want to allow certain things, boom, that's it. But if I'm talking about face flags, an algorithm should not pick my channel up when I say the real word for face flag, and then if I say something negative about a face flag, my live gets taken down, like it did a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? That it should not be allowed, right? That should not be allowed. But yet that's what they get away with, because of Section 203, they don't care. But they're not behaving as platforms, they're behaving as publishers, because they're picking and choosing and essentially curating the content they're putting up. They're not supposed to do that as a platform. So what needs to happen is they need to modify 203 to specify. They already specify what a platform is, but they need to specify more what a platform is so that it changes YouTube from a platform to a publisher. And if they want to remain a platform, they're going to have to change shit up to become a platform. That's what you do. See, there's more nuance. See, D. Lucas knows nothing about nuance. And yes, I'm on his top because he's a bitch that goes after children. And I ain't got no mercy for that bitch nigga. Period. Yeah? No mercy for that punk. And boy, do I got some juicy shit. Hoo-wee! I was very flabbergasted and surprised when I saw what I'm going to talk about. So censorship is not good for anybody, for a president, for a defense secretary, for none of that. And this is why nuance is important, right? This is very important. Hold on. Let me see y'all comments. Spicy guy. Let's see. Yeah, Spicy's a bitch. Hold on. Spicy. Oh, y'all talking about CBs and stuff? Oh, hey, no radios, blah, blah.
If you want to go down the stairs,
Okay.
go down the stairs. That's cool, man.
You would need an advance notice for EMP, I think. But let's see. This is the thing, y'all. This is the problem with censorship. And this is very important to bring up about Parler. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Parler, right? Parler is a alternative Twitter-like platform that a lot of conservatives flock to, right? Now, there are instances of flat-out threats on Parler where people are actually calling for violence straight up and down, directly. No ambiguity about it, right? Alan Powell says, 2.0 says, he died after the vaccine. We officially just had the first non-corona related death. Oh, shit. I said it. Right. Good point, Alan Powell. Energy Television says, if you have your equipment protected by a Faraday cage or equipment is old enough to have vacuum tubes, your equipment might survive an EMP. Perhaps. Or you just got to get ready for the Stone Age again, for the Steam Age. Anyway, this is very important, right? So apparently on Parler, there are people straight up and down calling for violence. Straight up and down, no ambiguity about it, right? And so Twitter not Twitter, but the App Store, Google, uh, Prime, Amazon, they're getting rid of these platforms. But this is the problem. This is what's going on. What are you doing? What are you doing when you do that? You're gonna send these people underground and they're gonna start communicating by means that can't be, if they're seriously trying to organize to cause some form of violence, to commit some form of violence, they're going to go underground. They're gonna hide. They're gonna hide. They're gonna start communicating through other channels. You think the internet and cell phones are the only way? No. They're gonna start going underground. You understand? And that's another thing this idiot didn't think about when he was shitting on it. Like, you wanna see the threats. You wanna see it. You wanna see these people come out and speak like this because it's in their hearts. If it's in their hearts, then they may act on it and you wanna see it. But now, you're gonna drive these people underground. You're not gonna see it coming now.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Going too slow for it, apparently. So, you know, these people are gonna hide from you. They're gonna go underground. They're gonna be like, okay, I see what they're doing. And then they're gonna, it's just stupid. It's stupid. I'm sorry to say it, you know, but I can't respect anybody like the idiot Lucas, who has no respect for any other people, so fuck him. I'm gonna call him an idiot and an idiot. Yeah, Black Spring, that's right. Disagreement day. How you gonna call it disagreement day, but then set parameters on what they can say to you? Dumbass. So anyway, you don't want to send these people on the ground. You want them out. You want them out there. You don't want any censorship. You want people to trip themselves up on their own words. You want to be able to call back to a point where they said certain things. You want to be able to do that. But to try to jail somebody because they said stop the steal. Oh, you said stop the steal. You said the election was stolen. You said we need to fight for our country. So you're gonna lock them up? And you're okay with that, right? Why? Because at heart you're a tyrant, and if you ever get in the office, whatever constituency you have is doomed. They're fucked. I'm talking about the idiot Lucas. That's his new name, the idiot Lucas. The beta Lucas. The fucknut Lucas. He's not even a beta, he's an omega. The omega Lucas. That's what he is. Anarchy television, you sound like you got a lot of equipment, brother.
You sprint, now you're tired.
You know what I'm saying? It's good to have all kind of communications equipment. And speaking of going underground, what's to stop these people from getting on the CB and a ham radio and communicating that way? You can't trace people like that. From what I understand, you can't trace CB transmissions. You know what I'm saying? So, or if you get a satellite phone, right? You can buy a satellite phone with prepaid credits that you can use to communicate with people, and it doesn't necessarily even have to be in your name. And you just call to get more units. They just want people to go underground and start more shit. That's what they really want. That's what they really want. And really, the FBI would complain to platforms like Parler because they were taking down posts where people were making threats, right? Because they were investigating them, right? They were investigating them because they're making these threats. So now Parler's taking it down. Now the FBI investigations get stalled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it.
So there's a lot more nuance and a lot more variables to this shit than just, you know, it is just people aren't as smart as they think they are. That's all I'm saying, including idiot Lucas. Oh, hey, I got a pair of Gemini Direct. If your intellect is challenged, that Izzy on live, he wasn't ready. He jumped on too early. Yeah. Well, he fucked with the wrong one, cause and obviously, apparently it's not that hard to destroy this idiot, to destroy the amazing Lucas. He is so easily, his logic is so easily destroyed. I watched a gamer eat his ass alive, a fucking gamer, right? Now Lucas is a gamer, but this dude is like he's a nerd. He's the nerdiest white dude you ever seen. The nerdiest white dude you ever seen destroyed the amazing Lucas. Talking about video games, right? But it wasn't just the video games. It wasn't just the video games. His name is Griffin Gaming, right? Go to Griffin Gaming and look up the amazing Lucas Griffin Gaming. Or the Griffin Gaming, the amazing Lucas. His video will pop up. And thanks to, I forgot his name, Guyen. One of my subscribers, Guyen, pointed out to me. Griffin Gaming, this dude destroyed the amazing Lucas because the amazing Lucas was bitching and complaining about Xbox buying a gaming software company. But oh man, and it wasn't even just about the gaming. It was about, he was talking about how the idiot Lucas carries himself, how hypocritical he is, how he doesn't really fact check and doesn't really care about facts and evidence. Like it was great. And then he was talking about, you know, in the beginning of his recorded videos, he goes, "Oh my goodness," this Griffin Gamer dude shat so badly on him doing that. It was like, I was like, this dude right here, I don't even need to talk about the idiot Lucas no more. I just got to point people to that video, and it sums up the idiot Lucas amazingly. I mean, because he doesn't have much going for him. He doesn't have much to him. So this dude just lambasted him. And man, oh my God, it was great. So check out Griffin Gaming, the amazing Lucas, and you'll see the idiot Lucas get destroyed by this dude. And the idiot Lucas had no answer for it at all. So you're gonna let this dude destroy you, talking about video games, but destroying your character, destroying your idiocy. But you're gonna come at me for something that you, at the end of the day, agree with me on, but you got butthurt because you a little bitch and you don't know how to ask for people to explain shit. You're gonna come after kids because of what I said, but you're gonna let this gamer destroy you. He screwed him without lube. Like he took a hot poker, rammed it up his ass, which probably wasn't too hard, and it destroyed him. Destroyed him. A gamer talking about games, just destroying his character, destroying his mannerisms. Like, it was great. I love it. He was talking about how he was a 30-year-old man. How Lucas was a 30-year-old man having a temper tantrum. Like, it was great. It was great. You guys need to watch that when you get done with this live. It's great. I love it. All right, let's see. Back to some real shit. Dark Nebula says, my husband and I were looking at radios the other day. It's looking like it's time to invest. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna look into one too. I don't have one, but I'm damn sure get one. So I'm gonna need y'all handles. Y'all can email me y'all handles when y'all ready. Is that how it works at Energy Television? When you get a CB, you got a handles and shit? Look up Arthur T. Bailey EMP info. All right, y'all see that? Radio K says look up Arthur T. Bailey on EMP info. It's very important to have this information. The Boombox Guru was good. You retracted your statement for whatever reason. It's all good. Alan Powell 2.0. They're playing off the divide because they profit from it. It's illusion of choice stuff. Real shit. Real shit. It's definitely illusion of choice. The process is the punishment. Yep. Even if nothing sticks, I agree.
I mean, I kind of get it. Oh, and then what about Panda? Bamboo, right?
LOL, you definitely got his attention now. Well, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. They ain't gonna do nothing with it. He already made that clear. He'd rather sneak up on me. So he don't want to come face to face. He wants to sneak up on people and make me disappear. So hell no, he ain't a real gamer. He sucks. I watched him play some shit. He was so boring, and he sucked. He died every 10 seconds. Like, the motherfucker sucks. Now I suck too, but I'm not gonna come up on Twitch and all these other platforms and act like I'm a gamer. I'm not a good gamer at all. I stick to what I know. You know what I'm saying? I have fun with games. I'm just not good at it. I'm not good enough to have people follow me. Excuse me. Anyway, so Anarchy Television says, don't forget to look into antennas, also not just radios. A simple ground plane antenna for the house will be just fine. Get it way up in the air above the tree line, for sure. The boombox guru says, I don't think Lucas is a real gamer. I've seen a few channels who have destroyed his arguments pertaining to gaming. You know, you go to the Idiot Lucas's channel and his live streams, and because he destroys his callers so easily, because they sound so meek, they call in and they seem so meek. He really believes that he's like the best debater in America, when really he's not. He's horrible at debating because he gets aggro. He gets all aggro and fucking flies off the handle and starts attacking people personally. Starts with the personal attacks. That's not good debating at all. If you have no argument, just concede your point or agree to disagree. He don't know how to do that. He don't have the temperament. Radio K says, oh, Maxine Waters was definitely inciting violence. All these people do. And that's the problem. They're allowed to stay up on these platforms. And these platforms can continue to be protected from lawsuits. When they're abusing, they're abusive. So, you know, that's where the problem comes in. It's okay. A lot of people up here now. Oh no, there's more than 6 of us. Are they gonna call the cops? So I'm doing my 6th lap right now. I decided I'm gonna go ahead and do 7. I'm gonna go ahead and do 7 with 70 pounds. Whoop, whoop. 7 laps with 70 pounds. Getting it in. Always progressive overload. Oh yeah? Oh no, you good. Ain't nothing wrong. Just let them know you get that work in. That's it. Let's see. My CB handle is 1122 Wingnut. That's what's up. Email it to me too, though. Email it to me too. Anarchy Television. Like, I'll get a CB radio. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good way to build a network, man. Just start getting people's radio handles. That way, if some shit go down, you can still communicate with these people. Good idea. Good talk. I'm impressed. Excuse me. Let's see. All vets suck at Call of Duty. Yeah, because, well, you know what? When I play Call of Duty, I'm trying to be tactical. I'm trying to hide behind cover. I'm trying to leapfrog, right? Leapfrog. I'm trying to earn my shot. You know, I want to earn my shot, right? If y'all not familiar with that. Earning your shot means, like, you're in a stack about to enter a room, and let's say you get fired upon before you get in a room. Now, the doorway is only so wide, right? So you can't enter with 2 guys simultaneously. So what you have to do is, if they start firing on you from in the room, the guy in front Whoever acquires the target starts firing, right? But you have to make sure that your guys can't get in the line of fire. So the guy in the back, even if you see the target first, you should not start firing. You should alert the guy in the front. Okay, you can, target at 1 o'clock. So they can go to 1 o'clock, boom, the target's there, right? You don't start firing, if you're in the back, you don't start firing with the guy in the front until you go 2 steps, at least 2 steps to the guys, to your buddies, the other side, right? You go 2 steps out, and then you come up to his shoulder line. Then you start firing. So that way, if the guy is low, the guy ahead of you is low, right? Because you're gonna have a low guy, you're gonna have a high guy. So when you in the room dynamically, and you both go at the same time, or if the door is too small for you both to enter simultaneously, you're gonna have a guy that's gonna go in low, you're gonna have a guy that's going in high, so that you're not getting in each other's way. But if you guys are at the door, or at the entrance, or at the threshold of the room, and you're in the back and you start firing, your guy in the front, he's low, and he's firing in the front, the guy can get up and move over into your crossfire, or into your line of fire, and get his head blown off. So you have to earn your shot, meaning you go to the side of your guy, maybe 2 spaces, and then you come up to his shoulder level. You come up to his shoulder, so even if you guys bump into each other, you guys are gonna hit each other. You guys are gonna be out of each other's line of fire. So that's what you wanna do. Just another pointer, y'all. Earn your shot. Let's see. Whew. Yeah, so in Call of Duty, that's the type of shit I'm trying. You can't convince these guys to organize. They just want to run around and shoot shit. So I suck at Call of Duty as well. Like, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to low crawl, high crawl 3 to 5 second rush, or 2 to 3 second rush. Can't do that in Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? People just running around like wild cowboys. So, I mean, it's fun, but I'm always dying. I'm always dying because your team is not your team. It's pretty much, it's every man for yourself in Call of Duty, except you can't shoot your teammate. That's it. So it's basically a free-for-all where you have teammates that you can't shoot. Okay. Dark Nebula says, Old Head Dude says, I'm impressed with Royce the 5'9", debating skills, very potent. Yeah, he's a beast. Very level-headed. That's what I like about Royce the 5'9". Even when Joe Budden and Eminem were beefing, you know, Royce is boys with both of them. But the way he's just so cool. He's so cool and level-headed and objective. Dark Nebula says the storming, in quotes, of the Capitol also stoked the flames of racial division. Simple minds on social media actively believe the cops let the protesters in because they're white. No, they didn't let them in because they're white. They let them in because it was staged. It was staged. It was all part of, in my mind, an agenda to push censorship and to increase security measures, right? Because that's what happened almost immediately after that. Joe Biden didn't come in and talking about increasing security measures. So that was the point. That was the point. Not because, but that's what they want them to think. They want people to think it's because they're white. They don't want people to think it's because they have an agenda to push. The Hegelian dialectic is at work. The Hegelian dialectic is at work. And most people can't see it. Very sad. Okay. Anarchy Television says, don't be kidding about that no more. 6 people crap. They started shit about that stuff now. Right? Just bought it, but we're outside, so that doesn't count. Just bought a M plus M M10X semi-automatic rifle. Can't wait to take it to the range, test it out. Oh, that's what's up, man. And that was from Carl Trombley. That's what's up, man. Congratulations. It's tough to find accurate information. It says fast 80 VH. You are doing an excellent job, though. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks so much for being a true patriot. Hey, I wouldn't really consider myself a patriot. Because to me, you know, the base for patriot is basically patriarch, right? Which is like, you know, the man being in charge. And if you're a patriot, that means essentially you're worshiping or you're, you know, loyal to the man in charge. I'm loyal to the individual. So I don't really consider myself a patriot. I consider myself an individualist. I put individuality first. See, to be a patriot, who are you a patriot for? Because it depends on who's in office at the time, right? So basically it's like this. When Obama was president, those who were pro-Obama were patriots. Those who were anti-Obama were not patriots. But now that Trump's in office, those who are loyal to Trump are Trump patriots, are patriots. And those who aren't loyal to Trump are not patriots. So it's basically based on who is in charge at the moment. And that's also part of the cult of personality disorder, right? Now, I don't, you know, it's fine. You know, some people think that being a patriot means that you're loyal to the country. Like, you love your country of origin and you stand for your country and all that stuff. But I think there needs to be a different word for that because, you know, but I hear you. I'm all about I put individual freedoms first before the needs of the government. See, I put the people, I put the individual before the people, right? So this is how I take it. The individual comes before the people, right? Now, outside of your own family, of course, your family comes first, right? But putting them aside, individuality, the individual comes first. What comes second is the people, right? And that's it. That's as far as it should go. When you start adding institutions to it, now you're talking about vacuums, right? It's a vacuum. When you add government to shit, it creates a vacuum that has to be filled. So I don't put any stock in vacuums. I stick with the individual and the people. And the individual becomes, the need of the individual comes before the need of the people because everybody has to be responsible for their own lives, right? And if people want to come together under one accord, if they want to come together under one accord, under one system, under one culture, under one law, they have every right to. But that should not be forced on individuals who don't want that. And that's the biggest problem we have in this country right now. Everybody wants you to follow their system. Everybody wants you to be a part of their system, right? So that's why the idiot Lucas should never be in office. The idiot Lucas should never be in charge of anything because you think Hitler was bad. This dude is calling for the deaths of people who don't agree with him. He's calling for the deaths of people who say shit that he don't like, being in charge of anything. You understand what I'm saying? So, yep, I'm again because that's what I can do. I can do that because he came after my children and fuck his life. Fuck his life. So, there I go again. Talking about the stupid Lucas, the idiot Lucas, who got destroyed by a gamer. Destroyed by a gamer that he had no answer for. So the next time you watch him, and he starts calling people idiots, why don't y'all should have the balls to tell him, well, what about Griffin Gaming? He made you look like a fucking idiot. And see what he says. He'll go off. Oh, he'll go off on you. Oh, he won't like you after that. He'll delete you. Yeet, 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 and then he's gonna make you read. What does this dude come up with? He comes up with the stupidest shit and think he's like setting a trend. What is a yeet? Yeet. Fuck out of here. That is the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. He thinks he's like he think he's doing something. Yeet. Ree. Like, dude, you sound stupid. Look at him ring. Fucking horse mouth, bitch. You ever see his mouth? His lips look like a horse. I'll be waiting for him to whinny. At any moment, he's about to go. Roar! Fucking horse mouth. Big ass teeth about to fall out of his mouth. Calls ass Mr. Ed. Wilbur. Oh, Wilbur. What are you gonna do, Wilbur? Give me some hay, Wilbur. I need an apple. Fucking clown. Horse mouth, bitch. With his big ass teeth. Anyway. Let's see. Oh, so Anarchy Television, my email is snapzillagorilla@gmail.com. If somebody be so kind as to one of my mods can put the my email in the chat, snapzillagorilla@gmail.com. Now that's Snapzilla with 2 L's and gorilla with 2 R's and 2 L's. So snapzillagorilla@gmail.com. That is my email that you can email me to. Fast Eddie VH says, so true regarding COD. It's so difficult to watching my 2 sons play. I am always yelling for them to use cover and use angles and earn a shot. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just, you're just running around. It's like it's like when I go paintballing, right? Well, I haven't been paintballing in a minute, but last time I went paintballing with the fellas, you know, I could not get them to be tactical, right? They just wanted to run up and down the course. And of course, you have guys that go in there, they train together, they know each other's moves. And it's really important, like if you have a fire team that you're a part of, you have to train with your fire team all the time. You have to learn them. You have to learn their moves and how they're gonna react. You guys gotta build some type of, telepathic, connection. It's really a telepathic connection, man. You guys can feel each other. You guys, you train with your team so much, you can feel them. You can feel what they're doing. But anyway, you get teams that these guys paintball all the time, and they show up and destroy people because they're using tactics, they're using strategy, and they know each other. They train together outside and inside the paintball arena. So I just try to get the homies to like, man, this is how we should do it, this way, that way. And they'll understand it. Okay, let's do it. It just falls apart because the shit just goes out the window. As soon as they see the first paintball smack near their face, everything changes, right? What did Mike Tyson say? Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, that's what happens when you paintball with somebody who ain't never had a projectile fired at them. But it is what it is. It was fun, nonetheless. And it got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'll be supported by fire. I'm gonna stay back here. I'm gonna let y'all advance. Because I had rented one of the fancy paintball guns that have a lot of range. So you know what? Y'all go ahead, and I'm not about to let y'all get me lit up because you guys are reckless and raggedy. I'm gonna stay back here and be supported by fire. Y'all go on ahead. I'm gonna just pick people off from a distance. And I was picking people off too. It actually worked out better that way because I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay back here and I'm gonna just pick these guys off.
Like because you told me
And, you know, because it was just was, that's how it just had to work for me. Because I was taking it a little bit too seriously. I got tired of being the last person alive when there's 4 or 5 other people on the other team. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? So, all right. OMG, Fast 80 VH says, you're sorry, I'm trying to play like real world. Yeah. The Boom Boss Guru says, Fast 80 VH, like you lose your username. RIP Eddie Clark and Eddie VH. Okay, I don't know. I'm not familiar with those people. Ready Okay says, rules for me, not for thee. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what politics are. That's what government is. The government, whoever runs government, it's rules for you and not for them. And it's a vacuum. So it always has to be replaced. And every time you replace it, somebody has to feel like they're the big shit and they want to control everything. I don't like vacuums. So look at me, I'm doing 7 laps today, y'all. I'm doing 7. Man. Just 2 weeks ago, I did 8 laps. Was it 2 weeks ago? No, that was last week. Last week I did 8 laps. I think it was last Sunday or Tuesday. I did 8 laps with 50 pounds. Now I'm about to do 7 laps with 70 pounds. Yeah, I mean, getting it in. Progressive overload, always improving. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't suggest that you guys do it the way I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? In regards to any progressive overload, you don't have to improve every single time. But you essentially want to improve every week or so. And then you'll reach your plateau, you'll reach your max, and then you'll be in a comfortable spot. And that'll be good for you. Okay. Kobe puppet looking motherfucker. Who you talking about, man? Oh, hey, Deuce. Carl Trumbley says it's between a SIG semi-auto rifle and an AK-47 rifle platform. So when saying they ever had a child, that's what it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? That's why I like the Galil. My next weapon is probably going to be the Galil. It's like a cross. It's like a hybrid of the AK and M16 or the AR platform. The Galil is so. It's modular, right? And it fires 7.62 by 39. So, you know, it has the power and the efficiency and the reliability of the AK, but it has the accuracy essentially of the AR. You know what I'm saying? So you're not sacrificing accuracy for a bigger bullet. You know what I mean? But it's still 7.62, right? So 7.62 by 39. So that's something that I'm looking into getting when I get out of California, that is, because fuck that. I ain't trying to get that out here. It's a waste of money. Waste of money. And they charge you up the ass to buy shit out here. It's wild. Yeah, no. Anarchy Television is Gorilla with a G-U-E. Gorilla with a G-U-E, Gorilla. Snapzilla Gorilla with a G-U-E and 2 R's and 2 L's. You were getting clapped on Half-Life? Oh, hey, Deuce. That's funny. Devlin Jones says, my loins are smoking hot over here. I need you to come put, okay. There's always one, right? There's always one. Devlin, number one, I know you're probably just trolling, but I'm into women. And I'm married. So I'm married first, and I'm into women only. Strictly clitly. But it's okay though. I appreciate the compliment. But nah, my boat don't float that way, homie. You didn't hear? I'm allergic to everything but vagina. So, everything but vagina. Oh, that dude says, I feel like I gotta do that snap. My attitude is very, very bad. No, I feel you. Oh, hey, dude says, LOL. I'm talking about Lucas, you thought I took a shot? No. Your boy is here. Pistol with the best range? I don't know, man. That's a good question. I would say a 9mm. I would say a 9mm, not because of the pistol itself, but because of the bullet. I feel like that's why they use it on rifle platforms. See, in 40, I mean, I know they use pistol ammo, like 45s, right? But like 9mm are widely used. So I don't know. I don't know how to gauge that, but I would think the 9mm probably. Maybe the 38, which is pretty close, or 357. But that's, I don't know. I know my, the GP 100 I used to have before I lost it in a boating accident is a damn good shot. Man, I love that thing. The Ruger GP 100 is a 357 revolver, 357 Magnum. It also fires 38s. So, I mean, that motherfucker right there. Oh, I love firing with that thing. It's so accurate. It's a 6-inch barrel. Of course, I lost it in a boating accident, so I'm saddened by that, you know. So, what can you do? Only weapons I have in the house are knives and bats. And just in case Lucas wants to know. So, you feeling fresh and you want to come slap my children at the house, you're more than welcome to. I don't have anything. Come on in. By the way, that's not an open invitation. If you do come to my house, I'll see that as a threat and I will handle it accordingly. Just so you know. But you're grown. Let's see. Private Beautiful says, and so a family man. Love that. Appreciate that, Private Beautiful. Alan Powell, 210 says, oh, he's talking to old head. God bless the faithful man. Thank you, Private Beautiful. I'm definitely a faithful man, that's for sure. I had my fun in my 20s. I had all my fun in my 20s, and trust me, I had plenty of it. Plenty of reckless times in my 20s. Man, whoo, I am so lucky. I was so reckless with the peen. But it kept calling me, you know? So you learn, and I got it out of my system. And now I'm a one-woman man, and I'm happy about it. I'm a proud simp. Yes, I am. I am a proud simp. Yes, sir. I will simp for my wife any day. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, shit. I will simp for my wife any day. Lawrence Ridno was good. Jupiter 5 says, boating accident, were you shooting fish? Yep. And then the cake just flew out my hand. And then I went to grab my duffel bag with all of my other weapons that I had. And a piranha came up, bit my hand. It just jumped out of the water, bit my hand, and I dropped the duffel bag right. I dropped my bag right in the lake or whatever. And the piranhas there was too many piranhas for me to go in and get it. So, you know, it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. Okay, oh, hey, dude says, my brother hit a mannequin head with a 44 at 60 feet. Now that's impressive. Lawrence Reno, how you doing? I'm good, Lawrence Reno. Chilling, getting my ruck on. I got this is lap number 7. This is the last lap of the day, and I'm doing the path, which is a little bit longer. It's longer than the stairs, but I like to do the path last. You know, it's sort of a resting lap, but it's still an incline, so I still get that work in. It's a good little. It's a good last lap to do. I have to find that brother with stupid heat and ATL saws and crazy shotguns. You talking about Derek Grace? Are you talking about Derek Grace? Is he in Atlanta? I thought he was in Florida. If you're talking about Derek Grace. Derek Grace got a lot of shit. Derek Grace, he's a hotepper, I guess. But I don't really like him. I don't really like his character too much. But I do like how he educates his children. His children are very intelligent. They know a lot about finances. Now, maybe it's rote learning, but they'll be able to apply it when they get older. It'll come to them. But, you know, they know how to handle firearms. You know what I'm saying? But I just trying to do business with him. You know, he owns several businesses. Has several ventures. I just feel like he was selling a syllabus. Jay with open eyes was good, man. LOL, good living. Good living, yeah. Man, I hope that the piranha bite wasn't too bad. Yeah, I got the scar, man. But I put some the JJ juice on it, and it healed it right up. You know what I'm saying? Carl, let's see. The Essence B says, I'm concerned for those I know who took the Craccine. Me too. My mom's husband, he took the Craccine earlier this week, or last week. And she participated in the Moderna trial. So, you know, we'll see if she even had the placebo or not. She doesn't know if she had the placebo. She goes in this week, coming up, to find out. So, yeah, it is quite a nice day. Oh, hey, Deuce. No, Nightingale, okay. Okay, Nightingale. I'll check him out. Can one of the mods put a definition of our enemy email? Yes, please somebody put my email in the chat so that you guys can have access to it. It's Snapzilla Gorilla, SNA. So I'll spell it right now. SNAPZILLAGUERRILLA All right, Nicolette Moore, how you doing? I be in the COVID room, Tecate room, reading the side effects from the Craccine. Lots of side effects, like MRSA. I'm not familiar. Well, I think I heard. What's the MRSA? Can you explain that? What is that? Don't sound good, but almost done, y'all. Almost done. Whoo, 7 laps. Well, yeah, but what's the MRSA? Thank you, the boombox guru. Still wonder what actually happened to that woman, Tiffany. Me too. I have seen 0 videos of her after someone claimed that she passed, and then they said no, she didn't. And they showed pictures of her with hospital staff. They showed pictures of her. I'm not sure if I saw any videos of her after that. You know, I damn sure didn't see any videos of her proclaiming she was alive. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I don't have enough information or facts about that yet, so I can't speak on it. But that doctor in Florida who took the Craccine definitely died. Ain't no doubt about that. And they're investigating his death in relation to the what's it called? The Modelo 19 Craccine. But the fucked up thing is, especially for his family, they can't sue. They can't sue Pfizer at all, even if they are responsible. They can't sue them. Hell, they might not even be compensated by the government. So, you know? So we'll see. Oh, staph infection for real? Thank you. Bellicose hyperbole 737. What's going on? Staph infection, says Nicolette Moore. Oh, okay. Carl Trombley, what's up? China in focus reported 73 side effects. Ooh wee, that ain't good. But are we surprised that these man-made elixirs, these man-made chemicals, these man-made concoctions, are we surprised that they're going to cause some harm? No, we shouldn't be surprised by that. And this is what I try to explain to people, like, the cure cannot be worse than the thing you're trying to cure. Cure yourself of. It shouldn't be worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get Modelo 19 itself. Suffer 0 symptoms, right? Suffer 0 symptoms. May not even know you have it, right? Or, you know, you can get the sniffles, a cough, maybe a stuffy nose. You might have some trouble breathing every now and then. And then, like, within 10 days, you feel a whole lot better. According to them, you might sometimes have lingering effects. GERD, hyperthyroidism, and enlarged heart, tachycardia, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's rare, right? Children rarely suffer from it, right? They might contract it, be carriers, You know, even though they're trying to say that more and more young people are contracting it. You don't. Or you can take something that's probably going to make half your face get paralyzed, or could possibly kill you. You know? So I don't know. It ain't worth it for me. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to end it here. And yeah. Hold on a second, guys. Oh. Hey guys. Oh, you sent something? Anarchy Television, that's what's up. I'll look out for it. I'll check it out when I get off this live. Lawrence Rendo says, that's to be said, no, everything has side effects. Just life. Just like the infomercials you see on the TV. Yeah. Whole arm length. Yeah, I'm cool. That's why I don't mess with these damn medications. Screw that. Lawrence Rendo, my niece Crystal took the Craccine, but fortunately she has not had any bad side effects. That's good. A lot of people are not going to have side effects, and that's the thing. Most people might not have side effects, but do you want to take that chance though? Right? Is it worth it? Not for me. Vampire attack. Only a logical answer. What you talking about? Oh, head Deuce. Lucifierce, what's going on? How you doing, man? All right. Yep, here I am, Lucifierce. All right, well, I'm gonna check that out. Anarchy Television. Thank you guys for joining my live. I really appreciate y'all rucking with me. You know what I'm saying? We'll probably get back at it on Tuesday. I appreciate you too, Lucifierce. I appreciate all my audience. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for, thank you for coming to get inspired and inspire me to keep, talking about the things I talk about. Much love to you guys. I will holler at y'all later. I'll probably be back up here on Tuesday around the same time. I'm gonna try to be here around 8 o'clock. I will bring the gloves. I will bring the gloves and the shin guards if you about that life. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say, no hiding. You know what I'm saying? Head on the swivel, but no hiding. Real shit. I go outside. I'm outside. Oh, for sure, Anarchy Television. We'll chop it up. Lawrence Reno says, you are, appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. You're awesome too, man. You guys are all awesome. I love you guys. Have a great day. Be safe out there, like Nicolette Moore says. And yeah, do not let fear eat you alive. You understand? Do not be ruled by fear. Use fear as a tool. Use fear as a tool for survival. All right? But do not let fear rule over you. Don't let fear use you. You use fear. All right? Peace out. Much love to you guys. Yeah. And stay cracking. Peace. Damn it. I keep forgetting how to turn this thing off. All right. Peace out, y'all.